Well, we're making the pork on repeat because it is amazing. And I love meal prep and making extra things. So we're going to take this and make a spectacular sandwich. What does that involve? Both gluten-free and regular bread, some beautiful greens, pickles, these marinated onions, and this fantastic new dressing that we have that we're loving. So the other day, Fernanda was telling us a story about a friend's house she went to, and they did a dried chimichurri, and it was a family recipe, and it was like so amazing. And it got us really thinking and inspired. We went to Spice House. We got lots of good stuff. We're so excited about it. And some of the spices are freeze-dried shallots, crushed red pepper flakes, parsley, garlic, chives, and cilantro. And some of the things why I like to go to the Spice House is like you find these things like these freeze-dried shallots. They are amazing and its own magic elixir. And what we're going to do now is combine it all and stir. And what I always like to do, don't worry, I'll get that, is I like to make double because it's so great to have this around. You can add a little olive oil to it and make a lovely marinade. And what I'm going to do now is stir it all together. So beautiful. And then once it's stirred well, measure out half of this, put it in the mayo and blend, and we'll add a bit more to finish it off. Isn't that beautiful? And it smells amazing. Oh yeah, you know I love me one of these hand blenders. Oh my gosh, look at that. Fabulous thing is this is actually Whole30. So delicious, and whether you're going to use it as a sauce, on a salad dressing, as a dipping, I mean, spectacular. So we've got this baguette, and what we're going to do is cut it not all the way through. So for our gluten-loving friends, we have this, and then let me show you what we're going to do. I think in order for a sandwich to be delicious, you want to have it be a little skinny. I don't like just all that bread in there. And this is lovely. You can just puree this, put it in the freezer for next time you need breadcrumbs. When you're thinking about sandwich, and I am a master sandwich maker, I just want to say it. You've got all this really big sauce and the pork with all the flavor. You want a cheese that's going to just complement it, but just kind of disappear. So a provolone is lovely. Or speak to the person in the cheese department. Let them know what you're doing because they always have, foodies have so many great ideas. And every pork tenderloin is different. This one came very small, so you have to just really learn to read a recipe, but don't be locked into it, follow it, but then say, oh, this is kind of small, so this might have to take less time. And then I like to cut it for this sandwich kind of as thin as I can, and it is delicious. You know how people make one pancake or you ruin the first pancake? We always have a sandwich first just to check it out and see what's what. And now what I'm gonna do is make a gluten-free version. So step 1, get some good gluten-free bread and toast it. Step 2, put a bunch of this spectacular sauce that we made. Next step is let's go ahead and add some pork. Oh, let's not forget a pickle. How could we forget a pickle? Now in this case, I'm making it for Bet, and she isn't having cheese, so we're gonna skip the cheese, put a bit of arugula, do some marinated onions, a little bit of salt on the arugula, and there you go, my friends. We've got a spectacular. Of course, I always salt my greens, and well, we're gonna have Bet try it, and she's gonna get back to us and let us know what she thinks. Finished product, doesn't that look great? And the oil is sort of dripping on my hand. It's gonna be so good. So now I'm gonna make the other one. So you've got the skinny, which is the big, most important part of everything. And this is what we're gonna do because the pickles aren't as beautiful. We're gonna bury the pickle, but it's gonna be very good in the sandwich. I have this thinly sliced pork, and what we're gonna do is just load it right up, and we're gonna do arugula and marinated onions, and we're gonna do some cheese. Fernanda and Molly, they are some people that enjoy a lovely sandwich. So now what we're gonna do is add the cheese, and I might do a couple of different kinds. And we're just gonna keep building. Isn't this fun? I think making sandwiches is the most like heartwarming, lovely gift of love. I love it. A bit of arugula. Now you might wonder why I'm not melting it. When I have a sandwich like this, I don't want to heat the pork, and I don't want to have like hot cheese and cold pork, but you might want to heat yours and then have at it. We're riffing on our own sandwich and saying, why not avocado, especially if you're not heating the cheese. Why not avocado? We're gonna add that, and then we're gonna cut the darn thing in half. There it is, deliciousness. We only had enough for half to have avocado, and we might have overstuffed the sandwich, but what fun is life if you're not occasionally overstuffing a sandwich?